Hey guys, this is Ash and that is Saf. Saf, what's up? We're playing Dragonheir Silent Gods. This video in this channel is sponsored by Dragonheir Silent Gods. Saf, we have some big news today, man. Big news for you especially.
Some exciting news for certainly players in my position, not so much on our channel here in Season 1, but for any of you who are in Season 2 or 3, or even those about to enter Season 4, which I think is coming within a week or two.
Yes, indeed. So basically, I mean, long story short here, the headline, right, Saf, is we talked about this, right? This is a sponsored channel, but we talk about, the sentiment in the community and the frustration and, the good and the bad here. I wanted to ask you, we mentioned when we were talking about all the goodies, the legendary, the artifacts, all the free stuff that we get in Season 1 that was not accessible to vets out there in Season 2 or 3. We talked about this briefly. We mentioned that a lot of players are actually very upset about this because they've been playing for a long time and now it feels like they missed out on all these goodies, and really they're the player base that the developer should be spending the most time taking care of because they're the most hardcore kind of early adopters of the game. And now they've broken their silence, Saf, and they basically compensated everything that we got, right?
Yeah, exactly. So obviously they've revamped the Season 1 experience. They've given a whole new player path that we were experiencing. And to be honest, I didn't experience it, but we've been experiencing on this channel. It is a very good improvement, to shout out to, take away the negativity a second. The changes they've made to Season 1 are great. The problem is it came with quite an abundant increase in premium rewards, like things that we really would want to get. Legendary scrolls, legendary summoning materials, free legendaries, even free legendary artifacts, which are some of the hardest things to acquire in Dragonheir. So
like even dollar value on these, like I don't know exactly what it is, Saf, but it's got to be a lot, right? I mean, it's a lot.
It is a huge amount you get. Yeah. I mean, I've heard from a lot of Season 3 players that started a Season 1 account going, the quality of rewards that they got and what they could actually progress in Season 1 is so much better than when they first started playing the game. And because Season 2 and Season 3 didn't get it, it was a massive thing. I was like, hang on, why don't we get similar rewards? We can't go back and get them. And that's really where the outrage is. And they've answered. I think there's a really legitimate reason why they didn't do it, because trying to implement the changes across 3 different seasons because of the way that the season model works is a lot of work. And you could potentially almost sink the Titanic before you've had a chance to use the bucket kind of scenario. It's a lot of work and you could potentially affect all players. So I get it. But they've answered, and I gotta say, they've answered well.
Yeah, man. I mean, 24 legendary scrolls. Now, what we're seeing on the in the background, the conversation right now, my question to you is this the same whether you're in Season 2 or Season 3? Like, meaning that if you hopped in somewhere, do you get a watered down version of this, or are this all players beyond Season 1 to your knowledge?
To my knowledge, if you log in today and you go to your mail, you will have this if you're in Season 2, Season 3, and even if you get to Season 4. I don't know how long this mail will be there, so don't wait. Go grab it straight away.
Yeah, you got 29 days, it seems like. Yeah.
It's basically days. All of these are the same for every person who's in above Season 1. If you're out of Season 1 and you've never experienced this new Season 1 experience, then you get these rewards. And like you said, these rewards are massive, especially for those players who are coming towards the end of a season, because this is a lovely little booster pack for your first season summoning when the new season starts for your server. If you're going from sort of Season 2 into Season 3, like 40 legendary summons to start off and try and get those new heroes is right? Amazing. It's so
it's huge.
Good.
And huge. So would you recommend anybody claiming these right now? Not that they need, I guess, don't mind that, guys. Not that they need the advice, but do you recommend they save the summons for Season 4 at this point?
If you're in my server, like a Season 0, what I call Season 0 servers, where, you finish the other world, there's absolutely no reason to summon this right now. We haven't had the Dungeons and Dragons event. We normally have an exclusive hero that kind of comes with that. Seems to be delayed. We don't know when that's coming. But certainly, if you're finished Otherworld, there's no reason to use them. Hold them for the next season. You don't lose them when the season resets.
Okay.
If you're kind of like in Season 3 or 2, where you're in the type of the month 2 event, like we are at the moment in the Uteor event. For Season 2 it's Ardreth, for Season 3 it's Aladia. Then obviously if you need those summons to get the crystals, to get the champion, to get the hero, then it makes sense to use them then. But otherwise, save them. Why not? Like it's a booster pack for the start of a season for us, right at the end, right at the first day ones. It's really good.
Okay, so in terms of Scarlock, they're getting their hands on him for the first time. Is he any good? He gets a 4.5 in-game review, which is higher
Yeah,
than I expected, honestly. But that could also be skewed up by everybody getting him, right, and naturally
that's
loving
it.
him.
Yeah.
We see that in Raid as well, right? The freebies always get a little bit inflated. What are your thoughts on him, real quick?
Yeah, he's not a bad summoner. He's not the best summoner when
Right.
you look at the big picture. Like for me, I already had him. So what was great for me, you can't get duplicates in this game. So I actually now have a free legendary artifact that I can just get. And if they're adding new legendary artifacts to season 4, well, I can just go get that legendary artifact instantly, which is massive in that sense. Like if they add new artifacts that are really powerful, I don't have to summon a duplicate from this system because I already had him. So for players who already have him, it's great. You get a free, if you didn't get a duplicate before, they might give you access to the hourglass or the staff or the horn or witches, which is really powerful. On his own, he's not bad. The Fairbear that he summons, especially if you can use him with Larry, the one that the two that we've got, where you can like duplicate his big Fairbear, it can put out some good damage. But the problem with summons is they just generally, they more often than not get in the way than where you want them to be. That's the only downside to them, is they do
Kind
tend
of
to
the
like
RNG-ish clutteriness of it.
they kick heroes out of the way, and then the hero targeting doesn't work if they're not like AoE or something like that. They're like surrounding, and they don't really hit as many. They can basically cause a bit of hitbox challenging. But on his own, he's a pretty solid legendary. And hey, if you didn't have him, that's one more hero to the roster.
Absolutely, absolutely. Final question for you, Saf, is from a vet. I gotta ask, is this enough? Is it enough to satisfy players, maybe bring them back if they were frustrated and took a little break from the game? Because I know that there was a little bit of, you mentioned the D&D collab, like there was no news on like, when is that coming? Or I guess the communication has been a bit down, really stemming from when they introduced these rewards. So do you think this will satisfy a portion of the veteran player base out there? Is there a way to go? If so, what more would you be looking for?
I think this closes the book on the season 1 problem.
Yes.
I think these rewards are more than adequate. Like the 24 legendary books alone is worth its weight in gold for a sort of a veteran player who might have quite a lot of legendaries. True. Like for myself, like those 24 books will go a long way. So the season 1 book is kind of like closed now. That drama is out the way. This is a very good answer. And to be fair to the devs, they do this a lot. They do listen. They are acutely aware of the negative things that are experienced for players. Now, the big question really remains, like, what is coming in season 4? That's really going to be I think players will be attracted by these free rewards that have kind of maybe taken a step back. But really, I know for a lot of people that I speak to in my top level clan, it's like, what is coming next? Do we have a new Vortex boss? Do we have new content, new storylines, new things to chase? Is it just going to be a repetition of season 3? Because I think that could be the biggest. That's really what players are looking for now, is why would I want to continue doing the same thing again? Okay. I'm really looking to see what there is. And I think from the initial messaging that I'm hearing from various people who do speak, in the content creator program, there does appear to be new stuff coming in season 4. So I think, they are learning. I know they've had a lot of challenges. So props to the developers for dealing with this problem and closing the book on this. I don't know if it's enough, but I think it's the first step in the right direction.
I think you put it beautifully there, right? It closes the frustrations of yesterday. Now let's look towards tomorrow, and that will be TBD. But anybody who's kind of starting along with us, I know a lot of you guys started playing kind of when we did, watching the channel. Like, I feel like, I don't want to gloat or anything, Sav, but I feel like we're sitting pretty, man, because season 4 is a long way away. We get all the freebies and kind of all the benefits. So I don't know. I guess our patience for starting the game a little bit late, at least on this account, is paying off so far. But obviously, I care about the health and I care about the veterans, because those, to my point earlier, those are like the early adopters and the more hardcore players, and we need those players to thrive for years to come. So I'm hopeful that season 4 will be a banger, and I can't wait till we get there. Saf, any final thoughts on your end?
No, I think basically make sure you log in, get it straight away, get those rewards stored up. Remember, all of those rewards will not get reset. Books don't get reset. Dice don't get reset. So even if you're about to leave season 2 to season 3, you will keep all those in ready. So make sure you claim them, get them in your inventory, in your bag. And thanks to the developers for dealing with the situation in a good manner.
Absolutely. All right, guys, that's going to be a wrap there. Let us know, especially if you're a vet. Did this satisfy you? Did you claim your rewards? Let us know in the comments below. That's it for the news today. Be on the lookout for more content. We got a bunch of guides coming at you guys, as well as a really cool hero spotlight, a rare who is as good as legendaries. We'll let you guys guess in the comments below. That's going to do it. Much love. And as always, take care, guys.